Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Welcome to our second view computer science online classes. In last class we studied some important concept, that is from networking concept. We know some important protocols are TCP/IP and PPP and also the SLIP, HTTP, about some information about the internet, interspace, and also we can say as the elementary concept of the network, that are nodes called as the workstation, and also server. The server types are non-dedicated server and the dedicated server. With that also we completed some important topic like our types of the network: LAN, local area network; WAN, wide area network; MAN, metropolitan area network. Okay, now in today's class we are going to start the very important concept, the 5 marks very important question. The question or the concept we can say as the network topology. Okay, the network topology. Now what about the network topology? Now let's first of all, shall we start? Laterwards let's some of the popular topologies are there here. Laterwards I am going to explain one by one by using some of the diagram or the suitable diagram for each topology. First of all, what is the meaning of the network topology, or also called as just only what is topology? So the topology is the actual appearance or layout of the network. Clear this point here? Is the actual appearance or layout of the network. Now why I used the word actual appearance or layout of the network? So we can say that the topology refers to the way in which computers are connected to the network. That means sometimes we are going to use different kind of the structure of the computer to connect into the network. So different type of the structures are there. So by using which structure you are going to make the connection in the computer is called as the topology. So clear this point here. So the topology refers to the way in which the computers are connected to the network. Different type of the structures are there. We are going to select any one structure just to develop the networking. Clear this point here. And we can say that in simple meaning, the computers are interconnected just to make the exchange of the information, or they are capable of exchange of the information. So we know some of the meaning of the topology or the network topology here. Now let's some of the important or the popular network topologies are. First one is the linear bus topology. The second point, the star topology. The third one called as the ring topology, and the fourth one is the tree topology, and the fifth one called as the mesh topology. Last one, the sixth number or the sixth point we can say as the hybrid topology. So some of the popular topologies are here: the linear bus topology, tree topology, star topology, ring topology, mesh topology, also called as the point to point topology, and lastly we can say about our hybrid topology. Now the first point I want to select. The first one is the linear bus topology. So what about the linear bus topology? Now let's some of the information about our linear bus topology. So in our linear bus topology, all the node, we know that the meaning of the node, which is called as the node, the computer, system, machine or node, everything is called just only in simple meaning. The meaning is the computer only. Clear this point here? NODES, the node, computer, machine, everything in simple words we can say as the computer only. So in our linear bus topology, all the computer or all the nodes are connected to a common straight cable. Clear this point? So then when you are going to look at the diagram, so here we can say that here some of the computer are there, some of the node machines are there here. So total in this linear bus topology 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So totally 5 number of the 5, total 5 computers are there here, and all the computers, all the node are connected to a common straight cable. Clear this point? So this is called as the common straight cable. So here I written as the terminator. Clear? So this one is the terminator, and this one is also the terminator of this cable here, the end of the cable. Clear? In this case, okay, we know that about this one. So that means all the node on the network here are going to connect to the, that means all the node on the network are shared with a common bus. Correct? No, whether here many wires are there, many cables are there here. No, all the node, how many nodes are there, or whatever the nodes are there in this diagram, all those nodes are connected just by using or going to share by using the normal or a common cable. Clear this point here? So this is the some point in case of the linear bus topology, and this topology is also called as the reliable topology. Now what about the reliable? Why it is called as the reliable topology? The meaning is very simple. That means we can say that if any of the machine or node going to down, what's the meaning of the down? That means if anyone going to fail here, the network is not going to down, the network is not going to stop here. Clear this point? Just by using the other computer, we can start, we can share the information from one computer to the another computer. Maybe if this computer is going to down, the meaning of the down, clear? No, if this computer is fail, maybe if such computer is not going to work properly here, or it going to down, that means we can say that by using our other computer we can pass the information. So here we can say this topology is also called as the reliable topology. Clear the meaning of the reliable? No, here. So since if any of the machine, computer or node going to down in this case, that means the computer or the network not going to or will not fail here, and this topology is specially suitable for our smaller network. Clear this point here? Why? Because we know that some of the network suitable for our bigger network installation, many number of the computers are there here, and some of the network specially suitable for our smaller network installation. So one network, one topology that is suitable for our smaller network installation, that is our linear bus topology. So now let's, what's the disadvantage of the linear bus topology? Because we know that some of the topology network contains some of the advantage as well as the disadvantage. So the main disadvantage of the linear bus topology is that here, that means the need for minimum distances between the node. So maybe we can say that here a large or a long distances between the node is there. Because of this reason, sometimes the data going to loss from one computer to the another computer. So this is the disadvantage of this type of the linear bus topology. So clear the meaning of what's the disadvantage? So we can say that here the main disadvantage of the linear bus topology is that some of the data going to loss here. We know that how or why the data going to loss, because here the large distances between the node. Clear this point here? So because of this reason, or maybe sometime we can say that sometime the data going to loss because of the simultaneous transmission by two nodes. That means the two computer going to pass the data at the same time. When sometime it going to happen means on that time only some of the data going to loss from one computer to the another computer. Clear this point here? So this is the disadvantage of the linear bus topology. So clear? No, the meaning of the linear bus topology here. Okay, now after the linear bus topology, the next topology name is the star topology. We know that what about the star topology? So just by seeing the diagram here, the in middle one computer is there, and this computer is called as the central computer or the file server. And we know that what's the use of the file server? Serving all file related requests like storing of the file, or maybe any any information, if you want to access just all those information going to pass just from this middle computer, from this central computer only to all other workstation. So clear this point. So in this diagram, the middle computer is called as the central computer, and 1, 2, 3, 4 all those computer are called as the workstation computer. And maybe if any data want to pass to the workstation computer from the file server to the workstation computer, everything going to pass just from our file server, that is called as the central computer. Now let's the meaning of about or some point about our star topology. So in star topology, each node is connected directly to the central computer. Correct? No, there is no any doubt. So how many workstation computers are there? Everything connected to our file server only. So this is the, by using the cable we connected to the file server. Is it? Okay. So each node is connected directly to the central computer. So we can say that all communication between the node, maybe if this computer want to access any information, then sure it need to give some of the request to the file server. So all communication between the node have to be passed through this file server only. Correct? No, here. So this is about our sum point. So we can say that such file server allow the central administrator computer. It is the main computer. Correct? No, here. So maybe if any information, maybe this computer want to access any information, it not possible to just provide the request to this computer. Why? Because nothing is there in this computer. Whatever the information is that, it's there in our file server only. So the workstation computer need to connect to our file server. That means here we can say that all communication between the node have to be passed through the central computer or the file server only. So such star network allow for the network administrator. It is the main computer. Clear this point here. It is the administrator computer here, and just give the selected node higher priority. That means here we can say that here many computer is there, but when you are going to check which is the higher priority computer, so we can say that the middle computer contain some of the higher priority in this case here. And what about the advantage? We can say that. So some advantage or one advantage about our star network or star topology is that it has the minimum data traffic. Clear this point here. That means there is no any traffic when the data going to access from one computer to the another computer. So why it is called as minimum data traffic here? Maybe for example, is this computer want some of the information to access any information from the file server? First of all, the file server passing information to this computer, then later after passing whatever the information is that to this workstation, then only it going to select the request from the second computer. Clear this one, or maybe from the next computer. So because of this we can say that it has the minimum data traffic, but this type of topology requires an extremely powerful file server. Clear this point here. That means we know that why we need the extremely powerful file server, because everything going to pass just from this computer to all other workstation computer. So this topology requires the extremely powerful file server and specially usable for our bigger network. Clear this point here. So why we using here? So especially going to use for bigger network installation. As we know that the linear bus topology especially going to use for our smaller network, and this is for our bigger network. And later next one is about our ring topology. So what about the ring topology? So here for example here this is called as the server, everything going to pass, and all these are called as the workstation, and this is called as the cable. Correct? No? And here also in circle here we used, this is also called as the cable here. So we can say that in our ring network, how the communication going to occur in case of our ring network here. So we can say that in our ring network, maybe In this case, all the nodes are connected directly to the central computer. Correct no kya? Directly to, or that means we can say that all the nodes are connected to the server only. Clear this point? Maybe anything is there, but the connection, so all those connection between the node is just to our central computer. So we can say all the node, all the computer are connected directly to our by using the cable to the file server. So the cable start and end at the network server only. Correct no? So this one is the starting of the cable, and such a cable going to stop at the network server only. So we can say all communication are going to occur at a direct all communication going to occur at a direct connection. Correct no? That means in a forward manner. So maybe if this computer want any information, that means such information first of all going to pass from the server to our first computer, then such first computer passing the information to the second computer, or maybe if this computer want any information, it going to pass from each computer in the ring topology. Clear this point here? So this is about our ring topology in this case here. Now what's the main disadvantage of the ring topology? So the main disadvantage, we can say that, as we know that maybe if any information want any of the workstation, all those information going to going to route from each node workstation. Correct no kya? So the main disadvantage, we can say that means maybe if any machine or the node fail, it can completely stop all communication of the network. Clear this point here? Maybe if this machine is going to down, is it able to pass the information to our third computer? No, we can say that we know that how the information going to pass from one computer to the another computer. So all communication always in one direction, or maybe if any data being transmitted is passed through each node in the ring here. So for example, maybe if this computer going to down, going to failure, it not possible to access any information to this computer. So this is the main disadvantage about our topology, like our ring topology. So clear the meaning of the ring topology here. What about our ring topology? So we can say that all the node are connected directly. That means they are connected to a common cable. Correct no? Here no any extra cable, whatever is there. So all the node going to connect to a one cable only, common cable here. Or we can say that in this case the cable start and at the network server only. Correct no? It going to start and always going to end at the network server only. Communication always in one direction. That means one after the information going to access by each node here. And we know that what's the main disadvantage of this node. Maybe if any node, machine or computer going to fail or will be fail in this case here, that means it totally stop, halt all communication of the network. Okay. Now after the ring topology, the next thing about our tree topology. So what about the tree topology? So this is the diagram here. Totally how many computers are there and connected in this case? So totally we can say that this is the one computer, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So all are the, whatever the dark point is there, so this is called as the computer. Clear this point? So here in case of our tree topology, combines the characteristics of linear bus topology and the star topology. Is it correct? When you are going to see the diagram of our linear bus topology, here we can say that the wire going to connect into a straight common cable. Correct no? Yeah, the wire going to connect into a straight common cable. So we can say that combine the characteristics of linear bus and also the star topology. So this is the diagram of the star topology, top down left right. Clear this point here? So we can say that top down left right. So combine the characteristics of the linear bus and our star topology, and this tree topology consists of a group of stars, is it? Why? Because here many computers are there, it look like a group of these stars in this case, and such a tree topology allow for the expansion of an existing network, is it? Why? Because see, maybe if you want to make some of the expansion to this topology, we can make very easily. So just by using this point here, we can make some of the expansion also. We can add some of the more computer. Clear this point here? So like that we can say the point to our tree topology as the it allow the expansion of an existing network, correct? No? And finally enable the schools to connect the computer to meet their needs. That means maybe we can connect some more computer and just we can get all those requirement, whatever the requirement is there here. So because of here we can say that it enable the schools to configure the network, to configure the computer one after the another, and just to get whatever the requirement is there to get it or meet their needs here. So clear this point about our tree topology. Clear? No? About the tree topology. Okay. Now later next one is about our mesh topology. So what about the mesh topology? Now our next point is the mesh topology. We know that lastly we completed the point. The point name is the tree topology and consists, that means combines the characteristics of our linear bus as well as the star topology and allow for the expansion of an existing network. Okay. After knowing some point in our tree topology, the next topology name is called as the mesh topology. Such mesh topology is also called as the point-to-point topology. Clear this point here? So here some of the connection is there to the computer from point to the another. Here not just only one connection is there to the computer. Maybe the second computer going to connect from third as well as from the first here. So there is point-to-point connection is there between the computer or in our computer. So we know that the point-to-point, that means a mesh, a pure mesh network or topology has a point-to-point connection between every node in the network, correct? No? So maybe this computer connected by from this, also connected from this here. That means we can say that, so in this type of the topology, if any of the network or if any of the machine computer node going to down, whether any effect is there. So here we can say that there is no any problem, but also it is very difficult to implement, correct? No, as the number of the computer increases. So here we can say it is not like our ring topology. If any one computer fail, that means it's totally going to down, totally going to stop, halt the network. But in case of our mesh topology, we can say that here maybe if any of the node machine or computer going to down, there is no problem, correct? No, but also maybe the number of the computer going to increase, it very difficult to implement such computer, correct? No, to take care of this computer. And the second problem of the mesh network is that each device, each computer requires the extremely interface for every device in the network. Clear this point here? So here we can say that each computer require some of the interface. Some of the interface means connection from one computer to the another computer. We are not going to connect this computer just by using one computer. Maybe the third computer is there, such a third computer that is going to connect by our first computer as well as to the second computer. So this is the second problem. Maybe if you are using just one connection to the computer, it's not possible by using our mesh topology. So the second problem is that each computer should connect to the every computer in the network here. And the third problem is that just because of the wire, correct? No, here. So the third problem is that the large number of the cable we need just to complete to get to develop our topology like our mesh topology, because here many wires are there. So we need, that means a large number of the cables we need to connect from one computer to the another computer. So this is the third problem about our mesh topology. Now let's the last topology. It is very simple. That means no any point in this case here. So here we can say that the hybrid topology means can be created by combining the different features of each. That means in this topology we will get some of the advantage or some of the point that is from our linear bus topology, star topology and ring topology, tree topology and also the mesh topology. So hybrid topology can be created by combining the feature or the different feature of each topology. Clear this point here? Clear the point about our topology? Okay, thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.